So I think we need to talk, and this is going to be another trainer-centered video. So if you were emotionally hurt by my last video and you're a trainer, I'm sorry, but there's more things that need to be said about how trainers are contributing to obesity and sedentary lifestyles. And just for that, maybe today, Satan. So all too often, trainers will idolize themselves, and this is something we need to address. If a trainer comes to you as a client and tells you that what they are doing for you is the only way that you will ever see a change in your composition, you can tell them they're wrong. Unfortunately, whether it's yoga, whether it's Pilates, whether it's strength training, whether it's running, whether it's swimming, whether it's cycling, there are a ton of different ways to get in shape. And the biggest thing that basically pulls all trainers is what they feel. And I say that from an emotional standpoint, but also a physical standpoint. All too often, you'll find somebody whose life was changed by yoga. Their entire world was changed by Pilates. They had pain until they tried swimming. And that's okay, because in their body, they believe that's the best thing. But it's the best thing for their body. It's not always the best thing for your body. So what does that mean? Well, it doesn't mean that there's a bad trainer out there. It doesn't mean that someone's trying to take your money. But what it means is if you enjoy doing something, it's a conversation that you and your trainer need to have. If you don't have a trainer and you're not sure where to start, you do the thing that moves you. Do the thing that you have always enjoyed doing, not sitting on the couch watching this video. And if you do enjoy it, that's great. I'm excited, but this isn't helping us get where we want to go. So do the thing that you feel has always helped you in the past. Maybe it's just walking, maybe it's running, maybe it's riding a bike, maybe it's rock climbing, maybe it's swimming. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it gets you moving. The key to fitness is not, the type of weight you lift. Is it a kettlebell? Is it a dumbbell? Is it a mace? Is it a band? Is it a plyometric workout? Is it a body weight workout? Are you using sandbags? Are you using sleds? That's not important. What's important is, does it move you? Does that modality speak to you? Does that mode of exercise make you feel like you're doing something? If it does, keep doing it. If you're somebody who likes going to group fitness classes and your trainer says, don't go to group fitness classes because, that's going to mess with our programming. No, the trainer can adapt their programming. It's easy to build in rest days or off days or whatever else to you. Typically, if a trainer is telling you not to go do something, it's because they're afraid of losing you as a client. And that's the worst thing you can do as a trainer, is have a fear of losing somebody as a client. I encourage my clients to go do things. I want them to go do things that aren't necessarily exercise with me, whether it's hiking, running, jogging. They want to go to a CrossFit class, go to a CrossFit class. See what you see, feel what you feel. Maybe you enjoy it, great. Maybe you don't, that's fine. Some people do those things in effort to become more social. Group fitness classes are a great place to meet people. They're a social experience. They're better than going to the bars. Yeah, there's problems with group fitness classes. There's problems with one-on-one sessions. There's problems with everything. So no matter what you do, there is always going to be some sort of inherent problem. There's always going to be some sort of inherent risk as well. So a lot of times, trainers default to that movement or that exercise modality is too risky. Well, I know people that have thrown out their back picking up Q-tips. And I know people who have broken their ankles stepping off curbs. That's the inherent risk of life. You're going to run a risk of getting injured just by doing something. I know people that have messed up their back sleeping on a couch. So your life is always going to be, in some way, shape, or form, dangerous. So that's not an excuse. What that is it's a way to inspire fear in somebody so that they don't try something that's out of somebody else's scope of practice. It's never classy in the fitness world to talk shit about trainers or about exercise modalities, but people do it. And I think it's time to highlight the fact that when a trainer tries to sell you on a concept that they believe to be the best, it's okay to acknowledge the fact that they believe it is the best. And it's okay to acknowledge the fact that you may not like it. And it's okay to have that conversation. And if you don't want to train with that trainer, then you can tell them that. There's plenty of other trainers out there. There's also a big part of personalities. Personality makes a huge, huge component to people wanting to stay with their trainer. If your trainer is good, if your trainer is intelligent, but they don't have the personality of a human, they have a personality of a wet sponge, you're not gonna wanna stay with them. Doesn't matter what kind of results you get. If your trainer has a great personality and they're late all the time and they're, always complaining about their lives, you'll probably stay with them more, as weird as that is to say, because most people like the personality that comes with the person. Most training is just therapy. In reality, your training style is about 10% of what you're actually putting out there for your clients. The bulk of what we do with our clients is therapy sessions. We spend more time coaching you through your life problems than we do your physical problems. And that's every trainer out there. I had this conversation with my barber yesterday. We spend more time listening to people's issues than we do fixing them. And that's okay, because all too often the psychological component of what's holding you back far outweighs the physical component of what's holding you back. I have clients right now that have various issues, but it's the mental component, not the physical component, that holds them back. And I've gone off on a tangent here. It really does come down to do what makes you feel good. Do what moves you. Do what you like to do. The more things that you do that fit in your lifestyle, that fit in your happy place, do them. If you enjoy going to group fitness classes because that's where you see your friends, go. If you enjoy going to CrossFit classes because that's where you go for a barbecue every Saturday, go. If you don't know where to get started, start. Go somewhere, try something. I would say don't go to your friend who's in really good shape and go, hey, what do you do? They're probably gonna lie to you and drag you into a really hard class and at the end tell you how easy it was, and then you're gonna feel like crap. So go to that friend that just started working out like a month or two ago and be like, hey, what have you been doing to stay in shape? What have you been doing to, move? And then if you're thinking about getting a trainer, don't hesitate. So one of the things that we hear a lot, I have to get in shape before I get a trainer, or I have to get better at this before I can have a trainer. And in reality, that's not the case. In reality, that's the farthest thing from the truth that you could possibly do. When you have a trainer, their job is to teach you good movement patterns. Their job is to teach you how to control your body, how to move in your body, how to do things the right way. Yeah, so if you are wondering, should you get started with a trainer? The answer is yes, because you probably have some bad habits you have to unlearn, but I think it's a different story for a different time.